Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss a question that was asked in UP Government Degree College Assistant Professor job. And the question is thus: the liberty which the poet takes is called poetic justice, poetic license, affective policy, rhyming scheme. So before I say what the exact answer should be, though I have marked it in red color, you understand the answer is poetic license. I need to discuss each and every option here. Let's go for discussing poetic license first. I must say, when it comes to poetic license, it is a kind of license. License is given to someone to guarantee to allow a kind of permission. If you have a driving license, you are allowed to drive a car, a bike. Likewise, if you have a license for poetry, it means you have a license, you have a permission to use the grammar in a manner which is not right, use the pronunciation in a manner which is not right, use the diction in the manner which is not right. So why is that so? The things which are not right are allowed. They are allowed to create poetic impression. This is called poetry. Poetry is called fiction. Fiction means which is reality presented in a manner which is not real, unrealistic way of presenting reality, fictional way of writing something or presenting something, just to make the people who are watching them enjoy it. So those who are reading a poetry, play, fiction, they should enjoy it. So to make it entertaining, to make it meaningful, which is not on surface, which may have deeper sense also. We have given poets a kind of authority to have changes as per their needs, and these changes occur in syntax, in grammar, in the structure of words, and the pronunciation as well. So that's what poetic license is. I hope you understand. It's a license which allows poets to use diction, pronunciation, syntax as per their own desire, not as it is, just to create an impression which is making it entertaining, or maybe in a manner which is making it different than what normally it can appear. So I discuss with you poetic license. Let's go for the other options. Now I would like to discuss affective policy. What is affective policy? The important thing that I should discuss here is fallacy. What is fallacy? Fallacy is error. Fallacy means error. Affective means this affective word has come from the word affect. In Hindi you can say prabhav dalna. So how it is affective policy? Affective fallacy is a kind of response to impressionistic criticism which says that we should judge a piece of art literature on the basis of its impact on the reader. So this is called affective fallacy. So W.K. Wimsatt and Mona Wilsley, they gave a theory in 1949 when they were talking about principles of new criticism that it should not be permitted. Why? Because literature is sufficient in itself. What impact it creates on readers, how it affects reader should not be considered. So when there is a theory which is guaranteeing this fact, which is justifying this fact that impression of the literature is more important, this is what W.K. Wimsatt and Monroe Barcelona says is not right. It's a kind of fallacy, it's a kind of false statement. Impression should not be given importance. Why? Because literature itself is sufficient. How it affects readers, that should not be its object. Rather, Literature should be valued for its own traits, for its own presentation, not as per its effect. I hope you got affective fallacy. Let's go for others. Now we have poetic justice and rhyme scheme. Poetic justice is very important. When you read any literature, a piece of literature, watch a movie, we always find the hero is victorious and the villain is punished, no matter how tough it is for a hero to win, but he finally wins. But I must say, in real life, it's not the reality. It's not about being good, it's not about being right that you become victorious. There are so many other factors. And this theory, which has been established through literature and shows, movies, that good ultimately wins, is actually not right. But if it is not so, so how moral standards can be established? To establish moral standards, to run a society morally, poetic justice is introduced. That whatever the people watch and read, they should have a theory that ultimately it's righteous, it's a good who win. And that's called this justice is poetic. In real life, it's not always that we find good people win. They suffer and die as well. But in poetry, the ending is always going to be where morality wins, where good, righteous people win. So this creation, which is deliberate creation to run a society, is called poetic justice. This is not a justice that we can see in the real world. It is the justice that we see in the books, in the movies. I hope you understand poetic justice as well. Rhyme scheme is very simple. It is at the end of any poem or song, how the rhyme comes A, B, B, C, C, this kind of thing. It's based on sound at the end of the line. Ending. Ending is important here. At the end of the line, if it is matching, A, if it does not match, A, B. If the third line matches to second line, A, B, B. If the fourth line matches to first line, A, B, B, A. That's how it is. I hope you understand. Rhyme scheme. So when we analyze all these four options, we come to the conclusion. The question that was asked in UPGDC assistant professor job, the liberty which the poet take is what? So the liberty which the poet take is poetic license. Affective fallacy is a fallacy which is based on the fact how it affects reader, given by W.K. Wimsatt and Wilsley. We have poetic justice, where justice is created to prove moral standards right, whereas sometimes it's not the reality. Rhyme scheme, which is a sound which comes at the end of a line. I hope you understand all these options and the answer is in front of you. Thank you very much for listening to me.